Hello and welcome back to Modern Fossil.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Hey.
Ready to take over the next 20 to 30 minutes of your life.
Yes.
Good morning, Max.
Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is just sit down. I guess. Nick? Max is really nervous.
That's understandable.
Hey, my sweeties!
What?
You don't think I should fly, do you?
Huh?
You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly and warm up the crowd a little.
No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Dick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie.
What is it with this? What is it this time, Max?
I was like, where are you going? What are you doing? Not even close. Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see now. A dashing young lawyer, flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, Philly, and no one needs to fly today. Nick? What's with that look in your eyes?
I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously.
Court! Oh.
Okay.
Another case of one. What?
Your Honor, get out with it!
Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns.
So...
Well, this is the defendant, also known as Maximilian Galactica.
Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name.
You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly.
I wonder if that is to our advantage.
Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please.
I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Huh?
That spirit channeling trial was a sham! I refuse to acknowledge his legitimacy! It did not count! Do you hear me?
She must still be upset about what happened last time.
You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything! I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix, right? I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are!
Me? Guilty? What are you talking about?
It will be my ultimate revenge. That's not like I'll bring her dad back. There. Opening statement complete. Now let's hurry up and wrap up this waste of time!
Very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma.
Detective Dick Gaucho! Get up there! Now! Trying to keep you from work. As I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, detective.
Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this.
Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir.
All right, detective. You may proceed with your testimony.
The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck.
I see. He was beaten to death.
Here's the autopsy report for the victim.
The court accepts this into evidence.
Russell's autopsy report. Time of death, it's 10:15 p.m. And cause, blunt force trauma.
Russell's autopsy report. Time of death, 10:15 p.m. Cause, blunt force trauma to the back of the head.
A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin.
Yes, Your Honor.
The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold.
Pull it! Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more to this.
Huh? What's the matter, Nick?
I need to take a look at the court record.
Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime?
All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice new routines.
When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and the staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course, the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch.
Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings.
Practice session broke up around 10 p.m.
After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room, tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately.
Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you?
It seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage.
The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m.
I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay. Not a problem, pal. We got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down.
It's
Ow!
totally meaningless. Time to move on.
All right, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end?
The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail.
A wooden box. That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the
box?
shit. It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor.
What do you mean?
Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked.
Locked, you say?
Wooden box!
The victim was lock.
This may be the only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. You only get to choose one?
Yeah. You won't get punished if you revolt. Well, you'll get sprayed, but in game you won't be punished. But
Okay. About...
Yeah?
Well, if I ask about the wooden box, doesn't that mean everything?
Well, no, about the physicality of the wooden box. Like,
Okay. Contents.
Do you mind telling us what was inside that box?
Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle.
Bottle? What is that, detective?
Exactly what it looks like, Yana. It's a condiment bottle.
What's inside the bottle?
It's filled with pepper.
Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that box?
There was only one little bottle in that huge box?
I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. See a small seasoning bottle found inside the wooden box.
The
If
victim was hunched over. It contains pepper.
That was definitely blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck.
According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct?
You've done your homework, pal.
And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you?
At least they're searching for it as we speak.
My theory is that it's something the perpetrator ran off with.
You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene.
No. I bet he made it disappear with magic.
Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now.
I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case.
I mean, all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper. After we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
Eh? I'm not even off the stand yet.
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy.
Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness.
I'd like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand.
She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist.
I wonder if Trilla will show up on the stand as well. Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My name is Trilloquist. I am employed as an operatic tenor.
Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That role must be good enough in circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Ahem! Me. The world of the law. Exciting and daring. Guilt or innocence. Decided by a judge, dressed up like a woman. Well, what did you think?
I had good rhythm.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak.
Trillo, you know better than to insult the judge. Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly, I want to punch you in the face off the offset swell, it would help. You know what, your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star.
Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds.
What's going on here? Order! I demand to know what the witness is. Who the witness is?
Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this.
I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony in our court. Out!
You don't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed.
Fucking hell, here we go. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. Clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max, heading toward the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that?
Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. And how could you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown?
That's right, dress boy.
Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime?
He's got a point.
But a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit.
Why's that?
Is absolute proof.
A silk hat?
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant.
Ah.
Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix right. What do you have to say?
Okay, I guess she's the boss again today.
Once practice enough, I have done what the stew got me fine.
The clown, you're talking about Mo?
Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand up. Fuck me. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to kill it over for good. Oh my god.
Poor guy.
We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack.
Then what happened?
I was going to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza entrance.
Why the plaza's entrance?
To do something! To do some, thinking, of course.
It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice, warm lodging house have been a better idea?
Mr. Phoenix right, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness.
But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was.
That's what I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime.
Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece get-up?
Snobby three-piece get-up?
Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece get-up. Jeez! Could you be any more dense? All together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
Thank you.
I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions. I was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer?
You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo?
That's right. And that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character.
There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this?
Yeah, I mean, if the only proof is the hat, proof is like DNA, evidence. There's gotta be a problem, otherwise, game's over. What are the options again? There's no proof it was Max, and Ben only saw Max?
Yeah, Ben only saw Max?
He would have also saw the ringmaster, right? Went to kill him.
That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
But you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well?
What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose a witness could have seen? That's the victim?
That's correct. If Trillo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well! Yeah!
Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out.
What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room.
Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
Ah!
I see. It seems that at this stage, I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions.
He's right.
A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Let's move along with the testimony. Killer wouldn't happen to have a ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he?
Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head.
Nick? Wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore.
The police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose I would have been around. Hey, what time was it?
I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m. So you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess it sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is...
Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra?
Why can't you just believe that we just stand outside in that weather?
You sound normal now.
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone.
What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix Knight, we can do without your offhanded theories.
But there's witness. He's cracking under the pressure already. I'm on to something.
Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness is waiting for out in the cold night? Regina!
It's kind of weird you answered that, Your Honor. What are you doing about this case, Your Honor?
Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina.
What?
Oh! You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken?
Is this true?
Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Well.
The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right.
All right. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have made them a second thought.
That makes perfect sense.
What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime.
However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have been someone else other than then Max heading to the... Oh!
There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. All right. I'll spill the beans for real this time. Oh, fuck. You know, I really, as soon as I said it, like, oh, this doesn't hurt. It hurts.
No,
like,
it's so
it hurts like hell. It's true. I was waiting for Regina. Pain.
Don't volunteer things.
Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? You think the humans have a monopoly on marriage?
The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain?
Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. In the next episode!
No, Big Right is dirty. Holy shit. There's a GoFundMe in the link below for my throat surgery.
Yep.
Please donate. You know, minimum donation $100. Target goal $100. So really, it just takes one.
If we make the goal, your award will be
Your name at the bottom of the screen.
your name at the bottom of the screen.
'Cause
and
that
Mac
means something.
will do a cameo singing you happy birthday.
I will.
Yep.
In this voice. Happy. Oh, fuck. Love you.
Yeah,